Good morning, Scotland. Good morning, social media land. I hope you are well. It is Thursday, the 1st of May, 2025. This week, we have demonstrated that Section 30s were not denied because the SNP did not have a majority. They were denied because Westminster can deny them without any good reason. Now is not the time being a personal favourite of mine. We have discussed the tactics of how to obtain a supermajority by removing ourselves from party loyalty and to vote for Scotland, as in SNP1 and any other independence party too. But now, today, we are going to discuss what we can really do with a supermajority, because a supermajority alone will still be ignored by Westminster. So we have to understand how to use it to further the cause of independence. So stick around, because it's time to get brave and do something that we have never done as a movement before. You don't ask a rigged system for permission to leave. You don't wait politely while your future is handed back and forth like a political bargaining chip. And you sure as hell don't put your country's destiny in the hands of people trying to deny it. We aren't fighting for a seat at Westminster's table. We're fighting for a seat at the world's table. And if we have the courage to smash a supermajority in 2026, if we build the parliament Scotland deserves, then for the first time in generations, we will hold the power to do something that is more than just asking. We will govern, we will escalate, and we will confront. We will force Westminster to deny Scotland again and again, not in a court of law, not in a backroom deal, but on the international stage where the whole world is watching. And when they've made themselves look hollow, anti-democratic, imperial in their treatment of Scotland, we will dissolve our parliament and put one single unstoppable question to the people of Scotland. Should Scotland be an independent nation? Yes or no? One parliament, one extraordinary election, one united message. No permission needed at all. And when we win that, there'll be no more excuses, no more delays, no more now is not the times. There will only be the Scottish people standing with a mandate no power on earth can deny, and ready to finish what we started. But wait, am I naive to suggest such a thing? Am I peddling false hope or an unworkable narrative? In 2011, the SNP and some other smaller independence parties fought and won a majority in Holyrood. But it was the SNP that won that major majority, that's 69 seats, and obtained the political mandate to hold a referendum. Many activists suggest that we need to replicate the conditions of this to be able to hold another gold standard referendum. You see, without insulting my indie folk, I personally believe that putting all your political eggs in one basket every 5 years is the ultimate demonstration of naivety. In 2011, the SNP had a perfect balance of constituency seats won and list seats obtained. This allowed for the legendary majority we're all familiar with. To replicate the same thing again is almost impossible. But to campaign as a movement, putting political loyalties aside, we can support the SNP as an expression of our national determination in the constituencies and flood the list vote with votes for a different list-only party. Why? Why would we do that? Because the D'Hondt formula used to calculate and allocate list seats will favour the list-only party with all those SNP votes going to them, as opposed to the SNP, who have won constituency seats and have their votes in that region divided by the number of seats they've already won, plus one, before they even start to allocate the seats. I have made many videos discussing that subject, and Truly, the numbers don't lie when you put it through a calculation. But let's talk about what we could do with that supermajority. Winning a supermajority isn't just about feeling good on election night. It isn't about morale. It isn't about celebration. It's about seizing the kind of power that changes the rules of the game forever. A parliament with 86 or more pro-independence MSPs can do what no Holyrood has done before. Under the Scotland Act, a 2/3 majority gives us the ability to dissolve our parliament and hold what is called an extraordinary general election. It gives us the ability to control the narrative, control the calendar, control the political weather. It gives us the ability to fight out of the Westminster decision-making mechanism and into the Scottish ballot box where it belongs. We win the supermajority, and for 18 months after victory in 2026, we run Holyrood like a parliament that already knows what it is, a sovereign national parliament, denied only by the fiction of an outdated union. We pass motions that will cause constitutional crises because we have the numbers to vote for it. Such things as recognising Palestine as an independent state, something that Westminster have not done, but we really should. We could pass a resolution to create our own media broadcasting companies. We could pass a resolution to open the accounting books to show that every penny that Scotland generates disappears down a siphon to the Treasury. We can create more offices abroad and call them embassies, even if they aren't formally diplomatic. We create as many constitutional crises as we can to bring the attention of the Scottish people that we are suppressed, abused, and exploited. There are many other crises that we could create, the more the merrier, and these are just some. We don't play by the rules anymore, we expose them. And after 18 months of relentless constitutional crisis, when it's absolutely clear that Westminster will deny Scotland forever, no matter how we vote, no matter what Parliament says, no matter how many elections we win, that's when we strike. We dissolve Holyrood ourselves and we call an extraordinary election. And we go to the people with one single, unmistakable manifesto pledge signed by every pro-independence party willing to put Scotland first. A vote for us is a vote for independence. No tricks, no qualifications, no pleading for permission. The people will answer and the world will listen. Westminster cannot legally stop that election. They have no constitutional mechanism to block a Scottish Parliament from dissolving itself and calling another general election. They cannot stop people from speaking. They can scream, they can deny, and they can sulk. But they can't stop that from happening. And when people speak again, when the extraordinary election returns a supermajority even stronger, even louder than the first, we will have done something that no political generation in Scotland's modern history has done before. We will have built a double mandate, a supermajority double mandate. The first general election of 2026 is the first, and the second, the extraordinary general election, a couple of years later. And at that point, Westminster's refusal will be a refusal not of a political entity, not of a political party, but it will be of an entire nation. They can refuse politically, but when democracy screams as loud as that, it will be very hard for them to deny. We will instruct Westminster formally that we intend to begin negotiations for independence. They, of course, will say no. Of course they will. They're Westminster. That's who they are. And when that happens, we take our fight beyond Britain's broken system. We go to international courts, the European Union, the United Nations, to any global platform that claims to believe in democracy and the right of people's self-determination. We drag Westminster's denial into the light of the world where it cannot hide behind newspaper front pages and BBC smirks. We humiliate them relentlessly, diplomatically, legally, economically. We fight them everywhere. And when they crack, because they will, when they finally offer a Section 30 to stop the bleeding that we've caused, we dictate the terms. 12 weeks' time. No tricks, no poison pills, no long negotiations of when to have this referendum. 12 weeks until we do it on our terms, with the people of Scotland standing already in the light of 2 massive mandates behind them. And then we win. We don't win because Westminster gave us permission. We win because we never asked. We don't win because we're cautious, careful, and quiet. We win because we are bold, because we are brave, because we dare to act like a nation long before they even thought to recognise us. If you're still sitting on the fence, still clinging to the soft-bellied idea that loyalty to one party matters more than loyalty to Scotland, then you have missed the moment. This is the time for courage. This is the time for action. This is a time to remember that the only thing standing between Scotland and its freedom is not Westminster. It's us, if we let fear win. We can take our independence, and we will, because if we fight like a nation, we will be treated like one, and no force on earth can stop a people who have decided to be free.
This is our land, this is our time. No chains can hold a heart so wild. We rise, we fight, we take our stand for Scotland's future hand in hand. No more waiting, no more fear. The truth is loud, the choice is clear. A nation proud, a people free. Scotland's fate is up to we. From the mountains to the shore, we dream of something more. A land of promise, hope and fire. A future that will lift us higher. This is our land, this is our time. No chains can hold a heart so wild. We rise, we fight, we take our stand for Scotland's future hand in hand. For every voice that's yet to speak, for every heart that still feels weak, we march, we sing, we'll break the chain, we'll never bow, we'll rise again. This is our land, this is our time. No chains can hold a heart so wild. We rise, we fight, we take our stand for Scotland's future hand in hand.